you all right?
Yeah. Talk about cutting it close. Nice flying, Seeker. Look at the view. A vista difficult for the eye to encompass. Impossible for the mind to comprehend.
Don't get verbose on me. What do you think of these giant rings?
They seem to extend for as far as the eye can see. I believe it's a transport system based on magnetism. A maglev.
A maglev, yes, my impression also. If we follow the rings, they're bound to lead somewhere.
Looks like a maglev transport car.
It must be a maintenance vehicle, since the RIM transport system was obviously built to accommodate starliners.
Let's get in and see where it goes. If it goes.
When the red lights indicate that you're approaching an elevator, decelerate accordingly. The acceleration slider. A directional activator. Forward and reverse. Radar screens sweep for oncoming traffic.
Here's an...
We should try to find the closest working elevator to the ARM base on the surface. Considering that the elevators seem to be thousands of miles apart, we could be in for an extremely long hike if we pick the wrong one.
You cannot feel much.
This looks like the elevator's cargo hold.
You cannot feel. You cannot.
This looks like the elevator's cargo hold.
What's this robot doing here?
Not too much, I'd say. But it is blocking the control panel. How are we going to get it off there?
I can barely lift it. If only we had something to use for leverage. Now, how do we inflate the airbag?
With one of our rebreather tanks?
If you use your air to fill the bag, what are you going to breathe?
I'll pressurize the cabin with your tank.
Then we could both breathe the air in the cabin as the airbag inflates. Good idea.
Find a better way. Find a find 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 find. You have no use for this. The control module's display screen.
We're moving off the rim at last.
I can't wait to fill my lungs with real air again.
Here, drink this. It will fortify you after your ordeal.
What is it?
Just a little cognac from my private reserve. An 18th century Napoleon replicated to the last molecule.
No. My head hurts too much.
That's what happens when you play rough. You're liable to get hurt. I just want to ask you one simple question. What were you doing on my ring world?
Your ring world, huh? What were you doing blasting away a Canyon people village?
I need information from the Nuktapan ship for my experiments.
So you wiped out a bunch of innocent people?
How dare you question me? Yours is not the reason why. My mind soars in the rarefied air of genius!
General Teal, your scientists are standing by in the Gen Lab with their status report.
Good. For their sakes, I hope they were successful this time. I'm afraid I must leave you alone for a moment. I suggest you take this time to reconsider your attitude. When I return, I will expect a bit more cooperation, or things may become, shall we say, unpleasant in the extreme.
A good concept, but one which will not generate results.
Miranda, our conversation has been very pleasant, and yet I regret to say it is now over. Your cell may be a little damp and chilly, but don't worry. I don't think our cell rats are too vicious.
We've stopped. Looks like this is the end of the line.
Can't